In 2026, if you are not getting inbound leads in your wholesaling real estate business, you're completely wholesaling real estate wrong. And in 2026, if you are not getting inbound leads that are free, what are you doing? Well, you are wholesaling real estate the absolute wrong way. So, in today's video, what I want to do today or on this entire live stream is break down exactly how to get free inbound seller leads in wholesaling real estate in 2026. You see, the thing not a lot of people know is you could get inbound leads for free. You see, a lot of people, they want to go out here and for some reason, they just want to do only outbound. And they think they have to only do outbound to get wholesaling real estate deals when the honest truth is you don't have to only do outbound. That is just absolute pain, in my opinion. What I truly believe, and everybody knowing I'm pretty good at this, is you can get sellers coming to you without spending any money at all. But you got to do one specific thing. You got to listen to me. You got to listen to what I got to say because what I say gets you a lot of cash, a lot of money. But a lot of people sometimes just don't want to listen to what I have to say, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So, what I'm doing in today's live stream is break down how anyone can get inbound seller leads 100% completely for free. But you got to do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. You go out here and let me know where in the world you are wholesaling real estate from. And I want to go out here and get you filthy rich wholesaling real estate. So you can get these inbound seller leads virtually wholesaling. You can do it in your local market. And these are simple strategies that I always just try to push down everyone's throat because it's free. They're motivated and they're looking to sell to you. But here's the problem. Not a lot of wholesaling real estate, influencers want to talk about this. And there's one very specific reason why real estate wholesaling influencers don't want you at all to know about this. And the reason is they can't make money from you. I'm just being real with you. A real estate wholesaling influencer will not tell you, you won't see this strategy on any other wholesaling real estate YouTube channel. Why? Because they can't make money. There's no affiliate link. Okay. If I teach you how to get a seller to come to you, how and I'm not asking for you to take money out of your wallet. How in the dang world am I going to go out here and promote it? I don't get paid. Why would I do that? Right. That's the thing about it. Or I got to put it in my secret wholesaling course that's like a bunch of money, right? Holy moly. I see this happen all the time. I'm going to tell you something that most people charge a ton of money for it, or they won't even talk about it all because they don't get cash from it. So let's break this all down and let's get rich wholesaling real estate. So what we need to talk about is getting a bunch of inbound seller leads. And more specifically, we got to know what in the world is an inbound seller lead? What is a wholesaling real estate lead? What is this? Well, the truth is, when it comes to wholesaling, there are two types of leads. There are outbound leads and inbound leads. Now, an outbound lead is pretty simple. That is a lead that you reach out to somebody for. So that means you are going after the seller in this specific instance. And what I basically mean by this is if I'm going out here and calling this lead, right, and I go after them, right, their intent is not as hot as a quote inbound lead. And basically, we like to use an example, and everyone rolls their eyes when I say it, but like it's cold calling. Guys, since the dawn of time in wholesaling real estate, the biggest issue people have gotten is cold calling. Okay, like that is just by far the biggest gripe people always have is cold calling. Okay, I don't want to cold call. It's a lot of work. The sellers are a lot more angry versus when I go pay a bunch of money for marketing. And you're not wrong there. And basically what I mean by this is outbound, you're reaching out to them versus they're coming to you. So if I pay $7,000 for, 10,000 direct mail pieces and they all reach out, hey, I am looking to sell, I got this piece of mail from you, that is way better than you calling 12,000 people and getting, 20 leads versus 15 leads on the direct mail. The piece of direct mail is going to be way better. Now, we obviously know that because you're kind of interrupting. This is like more like interruptive marketing versus inbound when the seller's coming to you. Of course, it's a hotter lead, right? The seller comes to you. They're actually interested. They have high intent. It might be like a radio ad, right? They're like calling and they're actually like a hotter lead, right? So if you ever want to know when people talk about hot leads or cold leads and all these type of leads, really a cold lead is somebody who the traffic wasn't like on fire, right? You got to do a little more sorting. And basically, the best definition of a cold lead is probably 1 out of 30, 1 out of 40 are going to convert to a deal versus 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 15 converts into a deal. Now, there's an issue with that. You see, a lot of people, they believe in their minds that, oh, that means inbound leads are vastly more superior. And if you spend time on YouTube, you spend time on Instagram, Facebook, right? You're going to get inundated with a bunch of ads. And most of these ads you're going to watch, because now you're on my YouTube channel, you might not know this, but people spend tens of thousands of dollars a month, lots of individuals, to go advertise on my YouTube channel. Now, the reason why they do this is because they're trying to take money from you. And because they're trying to convince you to swipe your credit card for whatever they do, they have to go out here and charge you a lot of money. And so specifically, we're going to find this entire wholesaling real estate industry is people tell you, are you sick of cold calling? Are you sick of the free stuff? Pay me $9,000 a month and I'll make you magically rich. That's usually how it always goes. Now, I will tell you, there is a trap when it comes to inbound marketing. It does seem like it's the sexiest, greatest thing in the world. Hey, it's less leads and you can close deals. Well, there's a cost to it, right? And there's a brutal truth when it comes to inbound marketing we got to talk about first, right? So yes, it is true when it comes to wholesaling. Let's just use PPC, for example, right? PPC, 1 out of 15 leads will convert into, let's say, a $30,000 wholesaling deal. Versus if you did, let's say, cold calling. And guys, I'm not even showing you how to cold call today, but let's use cold calling for an example, right? Cold calling might be 1 out of 35 is going to be like a $25,000 deal. Now you might be like, oh my gosh, well, duh, I'm going to PPC, bro. PPC is way better. Well, you don't have the whole story. And what the whole story is, PPC is going to cost you probably $700 per lead. And it may be, if you're lucky, it's going to be like 300 if you're like lucky, but probably not. That means the average cost per lead is going to be, let's do the math here. Let's do the math. 15 times 300. That's going to be a cost per deal of $4,500 at best case scenario to around 700 times 15. It's going to be about 10,500. So the average median's maybe about $8,000 per deal. Now, if you look at cold calling, it's going to cost you between $10 to $25 per lead. So if you do the 35 times 10, I mean, low end, you're going to be about $300. And then on the high end, if you do 25 times 35, you might be at, call it 900 cost per deal. And so you might be like, well, whoa, that means I'm spending that means I'm making on average $22K net profit versus, call it $24,000 net profit. You see, this is the difference between PPC and cold calling. Now, obviously, there are plenty of differences here. And I'm not getting in the cold calling versus SEO versus PPC, PPL debate. Okay. Like this is not what I'm talking about today. But what I'm trying to tell you is inbound seems way more attractive, but the problem is the cost is insanely high. And I'll be honest, if you told me and you said, Zach, I swear, okay, I'm going to give you these leads. Okay. And I'm like, awesome. I'm going to get some leads. Cool. I like it. I'm happy. And they say this, hey, you get to choose. I'm going to either give you 100 PPC leads or I'm going to give you 100 cold call leads. Same market, call it, you don't know the motivation, right? Which one do you choose? I'll be real with you. You don't know the motivation, right? I will tell you this, 1,000,000 times and 40 times on Sunday, I'm choosing the PPC lead because the PPC has a better conversion. Okay. But if you're asking me which one is better for running a business and scaling, cold calling. If you don't have much money, Which one seems way better? I mean, cold calling seems way better. And so you're looking at the stats. The PPC is better to a point, but the issue is you might be at 10K a lead. I mean, it's brutal. And you got to put 10K up front. And sometimes you don't get a deal, which is kind of scary. A lot of people I've seen that actually happen a lot. So I will tell you, I would be a little careful here. Okay. And so what I'm saying is it's all not sunshines and rainbows when it comes to inbound marketing. And a lot of it's very expensive. And the reason why it's so expensive is because these leads, right? Everyone and their mom's going after them because they're of course, they're the best leads. So they are by far the most saturated. You might think cold calling a vacant property list is saturated, but the amount of people who actually go out here and cold call an entire vacant property list is way smaller when it comes to saturation than the amount of people running ads. I mean, guys, it's insane. And so why I hate most inbound marketing, and this is why I have to teach why free inbound marketing is better than paid, is let's go out here and just go to Google. Let's go to google.com and let's go out here and just make a quick search. Okay. Sell my house for cash. And we're going to do this. So sell my house cash. And let's do Phoenix, Arizona. All right. So if I click sell my house fast in Phoenix, Arizona, what's going to pop up is 3. You're going to have We Buy Houses Cash right here. Sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. Now, what's really interesting here, okay, is I can go out here and if I click on this link, which I'm not going to do, if I click on this link, Safe Hold Investments, he is going to have to pay $90 to $150 for me just clicking on his link. You know how crazy that is? I want to click on it right now because I just want to waste someone's $200. I'm not going to do it because they're going to be very upset at me. But that's how expensive PPC is. Now, let me ask you a question. If I'm looking to sell my house, do you think I'm just going to, you know what? I'm only going to click this link. I'm not going to click the other ones. No, they're going to click, 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 and then they're going to all 3 of these. So congratulations. You just spent $300 for a lead where he's talking to 4 other wholesalers. Genius. We love some PPC. And so that's one of the biggest problems. And this is why I don't like going after what I call hot inbound leads, because this is just the truth. It absolutely sucks. And so what I'm going to tell you is there is a problem with inbound leads. Okay. The truth about this is most of it costs way too much money and they're already way too saturated. Now, cold calling and texting has plenty of saturation. Trust me. I know this. But at least I spent $20 for the saturated lead versus $300. And at least I can get way more leads. That's just the truth. I could probably get 70, 80, 90 saturated leads versus getting 20 saturated leads. But at least I'm not out 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 grand, right? And so what I'm going to tell you is that a lot of traditional inbound marketing costs a lot of money. And the ROIs just aren't there. The cost of marketing for wholesaling when it comes to what I call internet leads you produced on the internet, have just been brutal, absolutely brutal. And I don't recommend anybody watching this do it. Because you're going to get a 2-3x ROI. It's really bad because if you even suck a little bit at market, if you suck a little bit at acquisitions or dispositions, game over. Game over for you. And so what I would probably tell you is the biggest things you need to avoid starting out. Avoid PPC, avoid SEO. SEO is actually extremely expensive. Radio, avoid that. Avoid TV ads. And for most people, I would avoid direct mail. There are ways to do direct mail the right way. You need to be really good at your acquisitions. You need to be local. You need to be answering the phones. Like I do a bunch of direct mail, but you got to remember, if somebody calls on my direct mail postcards, if you live in my area, call it and see how fast it takes someone to answer. My acquisition team, we are aggressive. We try to go to the house within an hour. And then you can do PPL, which stands for paper lawsuit. Paper lead, whatever you want to call it. But you can do paper lead. I call it paper lawsuit because of the amount of people getting sued, which is just crazy. The amount of lawsuits for PPL right now is brutal. Like, it is brutal. And so I'll tell you right now, I just be very, 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 very careful. Um, it's so funny. I think a lot of people really talk about it, right? That if you go out here and buy a PPL lead and it was a lead produced from some Egyptian call mill, and then you buy the lead and then they sue you, not good. And so I'll tell you, PPL paper lawsuit, I would avoid it. And I could tell you that that's just not the inbound marketing you should be doing. What I recommend you do is a different type of inbound marketing. And inbound marketing is actually separated into two categories right here. And so when you look at inbound marketing, most of it is the stupid, crazy, expensive stuff because it is, I'll show you, higher intent. And so if you look at inbound marketing, inbound leads, leads that are actually like, they're coming to you, right? You're not going after them. They're coming to you. Inbound leads can be split into two different categories, right? You have what we call hot inbound leads, which again is going to cost you between $3,000 to $10,000 to get a wholesale deal for a deal. And then you have what we call cold inbound leads, which is going to cost you anywhere between $10 and maybe 50 if you know what you're doing, right? 10 if you know what you're doing, 50s, you're not knowing what you're doing too well. And I'll tell you is everybody and their mom just goes after the hot inbound. Cha-ching, take my money, take my money. And I get it. I love hot inbound leads. They're great. But I don't want anyone to drop $9,000 to get a wholesale deal. Like, that's just not what wholesaling is about. And for most people, you're going to go absolutely broke. I see so many people do this and they lose out all their money in this business. Just a lot. It's just literally a casino. I have never recommended somebody do that. And nobody really goes after what I call cold inbound leads. So if you're somebody who hates cold calling, you don't need to do any cold calling at all to go do cold inbound leads. And the seller's lead go to you. You just have to do a qualifying. And that's pretty much it. So let me explain inbound leads versus cold versus hot. You see, everyone and their mom wants to pay, $700 a lead for hot inbound. And here's the process, right? They call you or they input some form, right? They reach out to you. You qualify them. And then you give an offer. That's what you do when you spend $700 on a lead. They reach out to you. They fill a form on like a Facebook ad or whatever. And then you qualify them, make sure they're actually looking to sell. They're not BSing you. And then you make an offer. Now, let me tell you exactly how what a $7 lead. Here's a $7 lead, a cold inbound lead. You ready? Ready for this one? This is crazy. They call you. You qualify them. You give them an offer. You see, these leads are so much cheaper, and you can do them for free if you want to go nuts, right? You can literally do these for free. But the process is the same exact process. They call you, you qualify, you give the offer. It's crazy. That's all you have to be doing. And so what I'm going to tell you and everybody watching this is hot is not hot anymore. Cold inbound leads are the future. So again, we have cold inbound leads, which are super cheap, and we have hot inbound leads, which are super expensive. The difference between cold and hot leads is your intent. So of course, their intent's going to be a lot higher. They're going to want to sell right now. They're going to be like, hey, I need to get rid of it now. And they're going to be usually more motivated and more willing to take a cash offer now than a cold inbound lead. But the expense just doesn't justify it. For example, I will tell everybody watching this, and the best example of a hot versus cold lead, right? I will tell you that a cold inbound lead is a Toyota Camry. It is not sexy. It is brutal sometimes. Not brutal, but it's just like it says it's not sexy. But I will tell you that a Toyota Camry will get you from New York to Los Angeles, put some gas in, drive it, you're going to be cool. You got to have 200,000 miles on that thing. You got no problem. A hot inbound lead is faster. It's sexier. It's nice looking. It is basically I'll call it a Chevy Malibu. That thing's going to last 119,000 miles to the dot, and then the thing literally breaks apart. If it's a Ford Focus, the thing's going to break really quick. Okay, the Japanese versus an American car, it is done. Okay, brutal. And so what I tell everybody watching this is the hot inbound lead is sexy, it's great, but it is way too expensive for what you get. Okay, a hot inbound lead is going to be more like a English car. Call it Aston Martin. Those things are brutal. Holy, actually, honestly, you know what's worse than is a BMW? You know, I'm calling it BMW. Guys, I don't know if anyone has ever driven a BMW 100,000 miles. That is absolutely the worst car to have over 100,000 miles. I mean, guys, the oil change is like $800 because you can't oil change it yourself. It's like underneath the engine. They make everything brutal. And so the way I describe this is yes, okay, a BMW theoretically is a better car. What's a better car? A BMW or let's call it a Honda? What is a better car? Which one's better? All the 19-year-old kids are, oh yeah, BMW, M2, speedy. But the problem is, well, which one's going to last you in the wholesaling real estate industry, right? I'll tell you this, Honda's going to hit 200,000 miles, no problem. Once this thing hits 20,000 miles, the thing's going to overheat and you're going to have to bring it to the shop 17,000 times. And so I will tell you this, very hard to scale a lot of PPC stuff. And the only guys that I know telling you to go do SEO, PPC, Facebook ads, no joke, I don't know anybody who's running 100K a month on Facebook ads that are telling you to do it that aren't selling you some course, service, or anything like that. PPL, same exact thing. Now, I do know a couple Facebook ad guys, but that's part of their market. It's not like their only thing they do. I know a lot of guys doing cold calling. They tell you to do cold call. They don't sell a course on it. People I teach. And so I will probably tell you that it's the BMW versus the Honda. BMW is sexier, but it ain't going to last. Same thing when it comes to a Honda. And so I've personally ran a Honda to the ground and I had to put a lot of miles on that sucker. But I'll tell you, it's just one's sexier, one's not, but they actually end up being a lot different. So again, let's break down today exactly my top inbound lead strategies, specifically my top cold inbound lead strategies. Number one, I'm just going to throw it out here because y'all don't want to ever listen to me. Guys, cold emails that funnel into inbound calls for you, by far my number one cold inbound lead strategy. And guess what? I know that you ain't doing it. Why do I know that? Because I don't see a lot of people going out here and saying, oh yeah, I'm getting all these leads from emails, because you ain't doing it. And the people who DM me, I just got another lead from the emails. I know because it's a very small sample size. Guys, I can't even fathom why someone wouldn't do this. But like, think about this for a second. If you could send 1,000 emails with a video, there's only a video in the email of just you talking. Let me show you guys. I have a system which is free. Zach ain't charging you, completely for free, where you can go out here and send videos via email to 1,000 people a day. That's 30,000 a month. That's 360,000 videos you send to somebody, to sellers every single year. It just gets nothing but leads. No one wants to do it. No one wants to do it. Smack y'all silly. But it's crazy to me. So let me go out here and show you guys. Again, quick plug. If you go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, remember it's the word free, the word wholesaling.com. You go to freewholesaling.com. You go to the classroom. You go right here into marketing. Again, I don't want to show all my stuff, but there is a what I call video outreach. Okay. It's from my EOG system. It's pretty cool. But this one's called video outreach. What is up, guys? And basically what you do here is, let me show you this. This is pretty gangster. But basically, let's see what it looks like here. Let me show what this email looks like. So basically, if you see it through the course, right, I'm literally sending emails to people It says quick cash offer for your property in Port St. Lucie. Watch video. The video is literally in the email. Hey, I'm Zach and I'm reaching out because I'm looking to buy 3 to 5 properties in the Port St. Lucie area for cash. I can close very quickly, right? What's really cool about it is what the video sounds like. Let's see if I got the video on here. It's right here. This is the video. I'm recording the video as we speak. Properties in the Port St. Lucie area for cash, right? For cash. So I'm looking to 2.6%. So there's no hidden fees, no 6%. The point is, it's at 2x speed.
No, I know.
So
another main reason is we're going to buy this property as is. You don't have to do.
And what I'm gonna do is record a loom video. Stress pairs. Who wants to go out this video? The loom gets created. The point is, it's at 2x speed.
No, I know.
All right.
So another main reason is we're going to buy this property as is. You don't have to deal with any repairs, any cleaning, any updates. We're going to go out here and be the buyer for you. No hassle, any problems, repairs, we'll handle it. And like always, we're buying this for cash, so there's no hidden fees, no 6% you have to pay to a real estate agent. We're going to pay the closing costs. Super simple. No banks, no delays, all cash. There's no special mortgages we have to get. We're going to buy this for cash. And of course, it's simple, stress-free, and super easy. And like always, you're not the peace of mind. Remember, if it's a foreclosure on one property, we're going to help you out in any part of the process. So if you are somebody who wants to go out here and sell your property for cash, please give me a call back. I would love to go out here and give you an offer. Again, my number is 772-222-3345. Please go out here and give me a call. My name is Zach again. I'm looking forward to talking to you shortly. Thanks.
Do you see how I wrote my number?
The point is,
if you think it's talking, do you see how I wrote my number at the end of that video? Pretty gangster. But basically, you can go out here and get thousands and thousands and thousands of emails sent every single day. And you're just reaching out and say, hey, my name's Zach. I'm actually looking to buy properties in the area. And you seem like somebody I might be interested in buying your house. If you can do me a favor, give me a call. Love to have a chat about buying your property for cash. Then they call you inbound. You qualify them. You get the deals. You see, for people that claim to wholesale, it's hard. That might take you a total of 10 minutes to make the video and everything. But man, it's easy. All you have to do is get the person's email. And as you know, with xleads.com, you can literally get 1,000 free emails and phone numbers for free now, which is crazy. So again, xleads.com is a 14-day free trial now. You get 1,000 free emails. It's kind of insane. And you use those emails and the phone numbers, get some free deals, right? Pretty simple. That's the easiest way to get free deals. I'm just telling you. And again, comments are very quiet when I talk about email blasting because nobody wants to do it. Crazy to me. All right, let's talk about the sexy ones. Strategy number 2, cold DMs to other wholesalers. Guys, if you cold DM people and give them your phone number and you network and you talk and say, hey, if you have any deals, you need help with JVing, hit me up. That is by far stupid underrated. And I'm literally probably just pitching out all the stuff most people don't want to do today. But if you have wholesalers calling you off the hook, hey, I got this deal under contract, I can't sell it. You go out here to Zillow, just cold call the 4 rents. You probably find a buyer for the guy and boom. He's made $8-9 grand on a JV deal without doing any work. The power of JVing is so dang powerful. But the amount of people that actually go out here and do it, it's very, very, very low. So I'm going to tell you right now, cold DMs to other wholesalers, it's important. But the biggest one is doing it over time and doing it consistently. So if you're watching this, if you want to go out here and actually get a bunch of results, cold DMing other wholesalers is going to be probably one of the biggest things I recommend. Now, number 3 is just my EOG system. Oh, I got to put without the videos. So you can actually do it without the videos and actually include offers on each one. That one's a little more complicated, but you could basically email blast with the actual offer included. So what I mean by this is you can send an email saying, hey, this is Zach. I have a cash offer of $147,000.22 on your property at 123 Main Avenue. Call me back and we can discuss this offer. You're literally generating an offer. That's why it's called the email offer generating system. And again, you can do it for free. I have a software in there. You can do it. It's a free software. Connects Google Sheets to your Gmail. Beautiful. Strategy number 4, and this is one of my favorite ones, is what I call SkyDrive direct mail. So this one's like direct mail. It gets a little expensive, but it's pretty good. So if you guys want to go SkyDrive, right? So SkyDrive is definitely a strategy inside of xleads.com where it's basically the AI drawing for dollars. And I think the update happened today on the SkyDrive, so I could show people that really quick. But if I want to SkyDrive a list, right, all I have to do is just go to xleads.com right here. And let me show this. So go to xleads.com. And let me show it. SkyDrive some direct mail. So everyone gets some AI zip codes when they join it, but let's just do Orlando, for example. And you can go choose some properties in Orlando. I'm going to choose a random house right here. You go SkyDrive it, right? So here's a random house on here. And basically this one's SkyDrived. And so basically it's giving you the satellite information about it. So it's basically telling you right here that the roof is in fair condition, a little discoloration, a little debris on there. It gives you the details. But what's really cool is you can literally SkyDrive an area. So you can pick this is actually a tax delinquent list I actually pulled in Orlando today. And I can press SkyDrive, and we're going to SkyDrive the list. Basically what it does is it looks at a live satellite view on the property, and it scores it from 0 to 100. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see here. All right, let's break this down. So to the import and do some drawing for dollars on here, launch it, 803, and see what we got. So it's compiling the property, it's analyzing it, and then it's going to tell us where it's at. So what I'm telling you is anything that's a 70 or above, it might be 40 or 50 properties, but if you can do a bunch of them at the same time. So this one's going to take a bit to do. So I just like to do it in the background. But basically, you might find 10 properties out of 803, probably 30 of a tax delinquency. You might have 30 properties. One of the fastest ways to do is just direct mail all 20 of those. And more specifically, it'll probably cost you 15, 20 bucks to send 30 or 40 direct mail pieces. But those are like really, really, really motivated type of sellers. You get a ton of inbound leads coming from. That's a little hotter, I will tell you. But these are people that actually need to sell. You can also do it on an AI list or something like that. It's going to be way better doing that. So yeah. The next one here, right here is reverse drawing for dollars. Guys, have been a broken record. And I'll continue to be a broken record about this. But one of the fastest ways anybody who is lazy can go out here and get deals is by just putting sticky notes on doors. And more specifically, putting sticky notes on what I call pre-foreclosure leads. So any property that has a lawsuit for not paying their mortgage, you're going to pull that list. You're going to go buy 100, 200 sticky notes on the dollar store. You probably get a pack of 500. And you're going to take all those sticky notes and you're going to slap them on houses. You're going to write, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. That's all you're going to do. Reverse drive for dollars. Put a sticky note on the house. Get a wholesaling deal. That is the whole entire point, guys and gals. Reverse drawing for dollars. Way better. Way, 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 way better. And so if you're watching this, reverse drawing for dollars is, I mean, I'd probably tell everybody watching this that it's like direct mail. You got to remember, if you're paying 60, 70 cents for a direct mail piece, if you sent, let's say, 200 out for the day, let's see. Pop it up here. So I would say 200 in a day is what, 70? Call it 68 cents. You just spent, so if you put 200 sticky notes out in a day, that's about 136 bucks of marketing times 30. That means you spent $4,000. You did basically $4,000 a month of marketing. Literally right there. You did $4,000 a month of marketing without really spending any money. Maybe $2 or $3 with the little sticky note. So the other question is, what do you do when somebody calls you on the sticky note? So if somebody calls you, oh, you put a sticky note on my house. Hey, this is Zach. Hey, me and my partner probably put a sticky note over the house, and I was just seeing if you were interested in selling your property. Simple. Easy as that. Let's see here. Next here is my top hot inbound lead strategies. So those are my cold ones. Remember, from the top here. Number one is going to be basically doing a cold emails that funnel into calls with the videos. Number two is cold DMing other wholesalers, my EOG system, for my SkyDrive direct mail. And then 5 is my reverse drawing for dollars. And then my top hot inbound lead strategies. Remember, this one's going to cost a little more money. Number one, direct mail. So personally for me, I do a lot of high equity direct mailing. So that means I'm going to pull about 60% equity. I want to make sure they owned it for at least 3 years. I don't know why. Some people say 10 years. I think 10 years is way too. I've had so many people who've owned it for 4 or 5 years, even six. I'm not going to use the other one. 6, and I get pretty good deals from there. I would tell you above 10 years. I mean, there's obviously really good hot deals from there, but if you're doing 10 years only, like you're losing out. Next year is digital bandit signs. I don't even want to crash out right now. But most people watching this, I swear to you, they do not do enough digital bandit signs. Remember, you post on Facebook groups that you're looking to buy properties in the area for cash. These groups have 50, 60, 70,000 people in them. I don't understand why people aren't doing enough digital bandit signs. Digital bandit signs it's a little more guerrilla marketing. So digital bandit signs are hot. Email EOG systems hot. Reverse drawing for dollars. It's very unorthodox, these strategies, but the majority of people getting leads and deals actually do it. Like, again, I don't want to get too distracted, but if you don't want to listen to me, just listen to other people, right? You go to Wholesaling.com right here. You just go to the testimonials tab. All you have to do, there's Kyle right there. $15,000. Bro made $15,000 on a sticky note. And you're telling me, and why don't you want to do a sticky note? That's my honest question right now. And why are you not doing a sticky note? Holy cow. I beats me. Literally, it beats me. I don't get it. Okay. But yeah, digital bandit signs. And then next year's physical bandit signs. You got to remember, that's how I got my start in wholesaling real estate. I went out here and I actually physically put those We Buy Ugly Houses signs out. I made $100,000 my first year wholesaling real estate, just doing that at like 16 years old. And so I don't think physical bandit signs are as good as they used to be, but there's some markets where they make money. I mean, it's $30, $40 just to test it out and see if you get some leads. I always will think it's worth testing it out. Is it legal in your market? I don't know. I ain't gonna get into that right now. What market should you avoid? I'm probably going to tell you this. The type of marketing I recommend you avoid is anything, again, that is high intent or very expensive marketing. So PPC, I would avoid SEO, I'd avoid radio, TV, and direct mail, and then paper lawsuit, PPO. I'd avoid those right now. Now, if you're looking to go out here and make a bunch of money with inbound marketing, I'm probably going to tell you should focus just on the action, not the results. Remember, I always talk about actions versus results. So if you're watching this right now and you say, Zach, I want to go out here and make 25 grand a month, and Zach, I'll do whatever. I will do whatever you tell me to do. Whatever you tell me to do, I will do it. Okay, young blood, I'll show you what to do. 30,000 cold emails per month. That is my new requirement. If you're watching this and you're serious about making a bunch of money wholesaling real estate, I will tell you to get 30,000 cold emails per month. That ain't a joke, bro. 30,000 cold emails per month. Here's the problem. Most people watching this are doing no cold emails per month. 30,000. Next year, cold DM, I'll probably say 90 people. That's it, 90. You can do inside of Wholesaling.com, you can do 150. So how do you do this? Again, if you guys aren't networking with other wholesalers, you are losing out a bunch of JVs, because I already show you how to find all the buyers. And a lot of people, for some reason, struggle finding cash buyers. I don't know why. But again, you go to Wholesaling.com right here. And all you got to do, just go to the map feature right here and just find other wholesalers. So for example, if you wholesale in, let's use Abilene, Texas, we have 12 wholesalers in Abilene. If you're virtually wholesaling Abilene, literally click on somebody like Joan, Mike, for example. Shout out to Mike. He's a transactional funding guy. Literally press chat. He probably knows a lot of wholesalers. He could probably get you a good JV. Probably get you a bunch of JV deals. But you're watching this, you probably haven't talked to Mike Connors. Dude's on fire. Go here. You can reach out to who else is in Abilene? You got the Greg Russell. You got Greg. Literally, Greg Ray is literally live right now. He's probably watching this right now. But Greg literally reached out to him. I bet if you talk to Greg and network with him, he'll probably send you a deal this year. It's just how networking works. But I'll tell you, a majority of people watching this aren't doing it. They're not networking. And so that's the difference between people that actually are getting deals versus not getting deals. Are you consistently doing the work that everyone else is avoiding? It's crazy. And by the way, no, you are not email blasting inside of X Leads. You are email blasting on this EOG software that we have. You do not. Here's the thing. I love X Leads. I love pushing everyone to use X Leads. That's great. But you do not need to use X Leads to go out here and get your first deal with no money at all. On the contrary, if you're blasting out 30,000 emails with X Leads, you are brutal. First of all, it's too expensive. And second of all, Gmail literally do it for you for free for way cheaper and better. Sorry to be that guy. On top of that too, I do 500 reverse drawing for $1 sticky notes, 100 digital bandit signs, and putting out 100 digital bandit signs. Guys, if you want to guarantee, you say, hey, Zach, what do I have to do to make $30,000? If you told me, Zach, if you did this in the next 30 days, I can guarantee the Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl with Malik Willis. If I guarantee, if I get a deal in the next month with no money at all, or a little bit like, give me $30, get a deal, and the Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl in Omaha, Nebraska. Virtually, what I'm doing, I'm going to send out 30,000 emails. I'm going to send 90 cold DMs in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to do, if I physically do that, I'm going to drop in off 500 sticky notes on pre-foreclosures, 100 digital bandit signs, posted in the Facebook groups, and put 100 physical bandit signs out. And I would be celebrating the Dolphins winning a Super Bowl. So if you want to make 30 grand, which guys, you making 30 grand is way better than any Super Bowl. That's what I'd be doing. So that's how you get free inbound leads for wholesaling real estate in 2026. So guys, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to hop on here, I will give you a StreamYard link and you can hop on here and let's go out here and make some money wholesaling real estate. So let me go out here and find this. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go out here and answer some questions. So when are we getting the land update? So land update is going to be a little bit, brother. A little bit, buddy. All righty. Yo, Zach, if I'm not from the United States, I can't verify my ADO when I buy a phone number. What should I do? You should be able to use X Leads for it. Also, I forgot to tell you this. We have a big announcement. I mean, not big. I mean, pretty cool. But I will give you, I'm giving away X Leads for a year for free. Join Flip with Rick subreddit. So I'm going to be giving away an entire year of X Leads completely for free for whoever gets the most upvoted post inside of my new Reddit. So I found that in the wholesaling real estate space online, Reddit's huge, and Reddit by far, out of anywhere else I've ever seen, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, TikTok, any social media platform, Twitter, there's literally only one place that is by far what I found the most toxic, most pessimistic, most complaint-driven, absolute worst haters I've ever seen. That's Reddit. Reddit, I have no idea why, but everyone hates me on Reddit. I'm like, well, there's so much hate for everybody. If you ask, what do you think of this guy? Everybody on Reddit says this guy's the worst person in the world. And I'm like, why is there so many haters on Reddit? So I decided I'm going to take Reddit back for the wholesaling community. And we are going to we have a Flip with Rick Reddit now. And the top Reddit post every single month, we are going to give X Leads for free. Second's going to get 25,000 skip traces for free. Third one's going to get 10,000 skip traces for free. So I recommend everybody watching this join our Reddit. I'm going to get a link on there, and we are going to go out here and make Reddit great again, because I think it's actually insane how bad Reddit is. Like it's like brutal. I don't know why, but it is by far the most brutal place I've ever seen. So if you don't join it, I think it's reddit.com/r. So just look up Flip with Rick on Reddit. We'll pop up on there, and it'd be pretty cool. Okay, let's answer some questions. And like always, guys, if you want to get 1,000 free skip traces completely for free, just go to xleads.com. And you get a 14-day free trial. All right, let's go out here and answer some questions. Slick Rick 121 says, how do you comp a property that has the largest square feet larger than any property in the area by 1,000 square feet? Oh boy. Okay. Interesting. So if there's no other property within 1,000 square feet, I mean, your best bet is still to use comps to a point. I would find where's the closest comp of that square footage. Are we talking 5,000 square feet? Are we talking about 10,000 square feet? I'm kind of curious on this. I would probably tell you find the price per square foot and guess it. Or you can do what we call cash flow comps, which is basically figure out what it'll cash flow for. Does it currently have our landlord and rental in place? And Slick Rick, how much is the tax assessed value on the property? The tax assessed value is probably going to be your best answer because not a lot of people go after a tax assessed value. So kind of curious what you find on there. Yeah, let me know what you see there. If someone on our school is trying to sell you a drop shipping course, then I mean, we got scammers everywhere. And by the way, guys, I do not sell a wholesaling course. So if someone DMs you saying, "Oh, give me money, give me Bitcoin," that's not me. Okay. David, what's going on?
Hey, hello.
Hi.
What's up, Zach?
What's up, man?
I got on here, I think maybe a couple days ago. I was talking to Rick. But basically, I just closed my first deal like a week or two ago.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah. Thank you. So I've just, I got on there asking what he would do. He said, just keep doing the same thing I've been doing to get, the next, 2-3 deals. But recently, actually today, an issue I've been running into is I'm doing a lot of cold calling right now, but I'm using a Google Voice to do cold calling, and I was calling a list, and out of nowhere, like 3-4 hours in, it just like all my calls weren't going through, and I was kind of scared.
Google Voice for you.
Yeah, I was scared. Like I don't want to get flagged as like a spam number or nothing like that, and so I was just trying to see what would you do? Like, would you invest in a dialer already, or like, would you just keep doing Google Voice, like give it some time and then get back at it tomorrow? Like, what would you do?
How much did you make on your first deal?
So I split like a $6,500 assignment fee with my partner. So I made like close to I made like 3,000 or a little bit over 3,000. Yeah. So.
Okay. And what list was this? And what area?
This is a code violation.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
And what area?
It was in the New Orleans area.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
So I would probably tell you, I would say just get a dialer, man. I mean, How many code violations? How big's the code violation list?
So it's like close to 1,000, and I've only gotten like 30% through it.
Yeah, you haven't even gone through the whole list, man.
Say it again.
You haven't gone through the whole list.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'm doing as much as I can right now because it's just I can only call one number at a time, so it's taking me a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, a Google Voice, you're gonna get spam in 5 seconds. That's the problem with Google Voice, man. So I would get a dialer, dude. I mean, I'd go to xleads.com. You literally get it for 14 days for free. Mm-hmm. And the dialer is probably going to cost you, if you know what you're doing, if you spam that thing, you might get it to $30 a month. And you can just buy a phone number if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's what I'd recommend.
Cool. Okay. I had kind of I had asked Rick the other day, which I'm sure you're gonna say the same thing, like how soon to like get like a hire like a VA for cold calling, which
Bro, a VA. You just need to get a dialer first.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Bro, dude, you need a run before you sprint.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
do you
so I think I'll probably do that. I literally just got my the free trial today for X Leads, so I'll go ahead and like take a look at all that and set that stuff up.
Yeah, man, dude, that's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would Jesus, dude, I would get started on that. Dude, you have 1,000 free phone numbers. So
Yeah.
I would go out here and import that data set. I'd import it right now and get to work, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me what we're gonna do now.
I'm about to go upload that list and I get that dialer set up and start, cold calling.
Okay, what's your script?
Um, I mean, it's the same one from free wholesaling. Like, hey, is this the owner? Just wondering if you're interested in selling the property. Pretty
All right,
simple.
it's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, by the way, congrats on the deal, dude. So
Thanks.
that's awesome. Now
Yeah.
it's time to just run it back up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I really appreciate it.
All right, dude. Well, congratulations on that deal, man. I'm very proud of you. But
Thank
now
you.
it's time to even go crazier.
Yeah, I'm about to lock in.
All right, bro. Call the code violations. I will tell you that I would recommend that you re-pull the list.
Mhm.
How long? When did you pull that list last time?
This may have been a list from like close to like November, December, like a few months ago.
Pull the list again, dude.
Yeah,
Re-pull it before you go skip trace, and let's get to work, man.
got you. All right, man. Thank you. You take care.
All right, let's get to work, bro.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. All righty. All right. What do you think about patterning with a luxury home builder and do door knocking 100 doors a day and then skip tracing X leads and calling our neighborhood? Dude, if it's luxury homes, I would highly avoid that. Yeah, I would avoid if it's luxury homes, man. Hey, Zach, I want to pull code violations in Chicago. When I pull it through X leads, will it be accurate? So, okay, couple questions here. I mean, all right, well, what I'm trying to understand is, are you asking if code violations inside of X leads are accurate? There's no code violation list for X leads. If you're asking if the skip tracing is accurate, I would tell you that X leads is the highest quality skip tracing. X leads, I have found the best skip tracing. If you look at if you just look up X lead skip tracing now, like any new video, I mean, the skip tracing is better than a lot of people. And I truly believe X leads is the best skip tracing, but I'm biased because I own the company. I would recommend you compare X lead skip tracing to any other company, and you'll find it's the best of the best. I have X leads trial. What's your opinion? How many times should I hit the same 1,000 before trying to click? I would hit them only once. The Mind Trap says I'm email blasting an area and the AVM doesn't work for a deal. I locked in. It was too high. I followed the email guide, put 80%. Should I stick to? What do you mean it's too high? Like the seller said it was too high? Was it too high with the seller? I don't understand. Yeah, let me know. Is it too high or not? Kind of curious here. Let's see. All right. I've been contacting people in school. Oh, your drop shipping course again. Hey, Zach, I'm getting stuck on the A2P. Well, good news for you. X Leads, they do the A2P for you now. So if you go in the live chat support, say, hey, can you give me an email ticket, do the A2P for me? The team will literally do the A2P for you for free. So, yeah. I've done tons of digital bandit signs. All I got was buyers. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Well, tell me what post you're doing. Maybe we could help you out there. Do I have to get through a certain amount of free wholesaling course to be able to get access to digital band sign? Yes, you do. How much does it cost? Bro, how much does it cost? The emails are free. Dude, the emails are free, man. They're free. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, the emails are free. Bro's driving me crazy. All right, let's see here. Give me an idea without Google Voice. I mean, use X leads. Let's see. Push come to shove, you can hand send SMS and email. Yeah, that's what you do with Google Voice. I mean, it's kind of painful to do, but yeah, you can do it. Max says he's like, bro, why are you hating on me? It's funny though. He ain't wrong though. Let's see here. The leads are not exclusive. Dude, cold calling is not exclusive. PPL is not exclusive. You're completely right here. Oh my gosh. Lord. All right, let's see here. What's up, fam? Won the lotto. Again, I woke up. Guys, that is the absolute lottery. I completely agree. Zach is very busy, is free, and this is free, and his time. I appreciate everyone. I really appreciate that. I always give up my free time for this because I just love talking about wholesaling real estate. Is there a streamer link? Yes. If you want to hop on and talk to me, anyone here is more than invited to go talk to me. I have a streamer link right here. I can help you out. He's late. Dude, hey, I'm always going off of a meeting. Remember, I start these streams at 5, which is when I stop working. And so, remember, I work all day, and then I do these for free. And because this isn't a hobby for me. But yes, he's late again. Had a pretty cool meeting. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Max doesn't want to hear that I met Hermosi. He didn't. I'm just kidding. Zach, I'm not kidding, but I am. Zach, you got X leads, X plan yearly. What's the plan of action, bro? If you have the X plan annual plan, I mean, dude, you have a whole entire county. I would be doing the AI for the county. So anything that's above 700, I would call and text them like crazy. That's the first thing I'm doing. I'd call and text, and then I'd be calling a bunch of leads, honestly. Jamie, what's going on? Jamie. Wake up, bro. Someone's shy today. Johnny, what's going on?
Appreciate all you do.
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm well. I just entered the 14 days of the X Leagues, and I just want to say I don't want anything. I just want to say thanks for all that you and your dad is doing, man. I really appreciate this. Y'all are game changers.
I appreciate it, dude. So
Yeah.
what are you doing with this trial? I mean, how are we going to get a deal from this?
Well, I just joined it this morning as we speak, and I just got off work, so I'm about to get started on it now. And tomorrow, I'm gonna be entering the onboarding stage of it, and I got my notepad ready, and my pen ready to take some notes with that. But I've been following you guys for quite a while, but nothing like action. So what I did is I just heard you say that A2P. The guys will be doing that for free. Is that correct? Or I misheard you?
Yes, but you got to. So okay, if you're on the free trial, you got to remember that it's free. Everything's free. But if you want to start texting and calling and doing all that stuff, it is going to cost money. So if you're doing the A2P because you want to go out here and text, the texting isn't free. Like you can't send 50,000 texts for free. It costs 1 penny per text, which is 5 times cheaper than everybody else, but it does cost money to do texting. So I do want to let you know, like just FYI. So the A2P is free. They will literally submit it for you. I think the A2P costs $20 to submit it to the government though. So if you don't want to do that, just stick to the calling and that'd be way cheaper. Really depends where you live. I mean, where do you live?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, that's a good market, man. I love Memphis, dude. Shelby County is hot right now.
Yeah, that's
So
where I'm at.
many-
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelby
Yeah.
County is great, dude. What I would probably tell you is I would look for ChatGPT would be really good for this, but find the cheapest areas in Shelby County relative to crime rates. So low crime rate with lower costs. So what I found in Shelby County is like Germantown. I know it's a little more expensive, but like, dude, it's markets like that where buyers are looking to buy. Like so Germantown, I think the median home price is like 478. But like if you can find areas in Shelby County that have low crime, but the prices are decently okay. You could get like Colorville is not really too bad. Lakeland, Bartlett, Arlington, right? Just find the areas where people are looking to buy, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you too that like even was it Holly Springs too? Like look
Yeah,
where
that's
buyers are.
Mississippi. Holly Springs in Mississippi. That's a good area too.
I mean, you're basically in Mississippi.
True.
Come on.
Yeah.
But like just find where buyers are looking to buy. There's a ton of buyers in that area. The cool thing with X Leads, especially for you, is you can actually just look at the data for the buyers. So I'll actually pop it up and show you.
Okay.
So if I'm in Shelby County, right? I'm just gonna go here. Shelby County, Tennessee, right here. There we go. We go to Shelby County, and I want to pop up some data on insights on. Let's do active listings is okay. We're gonna do the AI cash buyer right there. So again, the red's gonna be more cash sale activity. But basically, you find there's a ton of cash sales over here. And you can find them all out here too. So again, you can do some pretty cool analysis on the parcels. Where's the signal flip? Signal flip by Zip. There we go. And then right here, they have a signal flip score right here, which is really interesting. So basically, the redder, the better. So like right here, Olive Branch, pretty good, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. 72327 is pretty hot. But inside of Memphis, right, you're going to find that the most flips are being done in 38139 and then 3820. Like, so you could find the hottest areas too.
Okay.
On the government data, I'd be importing in there and getting to work, dude. You're in a great market, man. I feel pretty confident. What's your work schedule?
6 to 2, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's not bad at all.
I mean, man, it depends on your sleep, family, stuff like that, right? Yeah. I would highly recommend you spend as much as you can. I don't think you should kill yourself, but like, I think you seem like a hustler type guy. I think 2 to 6, if you just dedicate that to wholesaling for an entire month, you can get a lot of great results, man. I really do.
Okay. I really appreciate that, Zach. I was looking at I look at a lot of your videos, man. But this one particular one, I think it's an X Leads tutorial, and I think that's one of my favorite ones that you have. And that really, of course, you made it, you know what it is, but it's just showing you how to navigate through X Leads, and I really appreciate that because I think a lot of us wholesalers, we don't be guided right, you know. And you went through the whole tutorial. I think it's like an hour and something, and I watch it. I have it saved on my phone and on my laptop also. So if I ever get, you know, kind of stranded or whatever, trying to close deals, make deals, and need some help, I look into that tour. So I want to say thanks for that also.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot to learn. So of course, that's why I make it. They have the live chat support on the bottom right. You could talk to anybody on the X Leads team. They can help you out too a lot with it. And you can hop on a Zoom, dude. I'm just letting you know, like you could schedule a Zoom and they'll do a 15-minute Zoom with you every single day for any specific like question you have. So it's all included, dude. So the live chat. Here, I'll show you.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, like, dude, just utilize it, man. I mean, it's all for you, dear. So like right here, you go to the dashboard. There's a little live chat support right here. Go to live chat support, start a new session. I'm gonna go out here and say, I need help texting. The AI is going to analyze what your issue is, and then it's going to bring you to the right person. And
Okay.
you can even request a live person. So just be like, I don't know, live person, please. And let's see how fast this takes. Probably 5 minutes. Nope. No, we got in front of Grace. And then you can literally talk to Grace right here. Any problem you
Yeah.
have with Grace, you can reach out to her instantly and talk to her. You can even request, hey, can I get on a Zoom? And she'll say, okay, here's the Zoom link. And usually you have to do the day after, but you can literally schedule a live Zoom right here. And today's Thursday. So again, we're a little booked up, but you could schedule a Zoom and you could schedule another one. You could schedule multiple Zooms and talk to our team, man. It's all free.
Okay. Okay. And also, I'm gonna be I probably jump too far in, but I'm the type of guy that once I'm in, I go all the way in. So I'm gonna be
Like,
doing the X plan. That's the one I'm gonna be doing. So when it's 14 days up with, I'm gonna do the X plan. And what I like about the X plan, Zach, I want to say thank you for this also, man. I want to give you and your dad your flowers. It's the hedge fund. Man, I am a hedge fund guy. I love to see companies with hedge funds. They give you more opportunities to present your deals to buyers, and I love it, Zach, man.
well, I'll tell you right here, man. Like, what I liked about the X plan makes it pretty simple is to get that dispo tab. I mean, man, it's just a cakewalk. So if I go to Shelby, now I don't know what they're gonna do about hedge funds, bro, when it comes to that new bill in the Congress. I mean, they're trying to ban anyone who owns more than 350 homes from buying any more, which is
I
really
read that.
it's gonna suck. But
Yeah, yeah.
there's a ton of those guys out here. So if I search Shelby County on here, now it wants to buffer on me. But hold on. Let's try to pull this list together up here. Memphis, Tennessee. So again, these are, let's just do Shelby County actually. So these are the most, let's filter by landlord. So these are the most these are the biggest landlords in Shelby County, right? And a lot of these are
Right.
going to be part edge, like Arm Asset Company 2. They own 1,000 properties. I'm not going to pop up their info, but like, bro, they own 1,000 properties. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
Merck P3 Assets, you copy them. They own 877. And Merck P3 Assets is just a massive, massive company. And they pull a lot of funds. You can call them hedge fund, private. I mean, you call it whatever you want, right? It's absolutely insane.
Man, that's some great value right here.
So yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. And then
Yeah.
what I'd probably do for you, I'd filter it, and then I'd go after purchase timeline 1 year. So it's going to find these hedge funds are actually buying. So for example, MS Newcon LLC, you probably didn't even think about them, but like you go to MS Newcon, they're buying. These are the properties they bought in the past year, so they're actively buying. It looks like they really looking to buy in. I don't know what this area is off of Bellevue. I don't know where that area is, but basically that's where they're looking to buy.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, the contacts, you go here, they flipped 739 properties. Look at that. They made $58 million. And all the properties right here. So that's why it's pretty cool. But I mean, if I look at them up, MS Newcon, they're the West. So it looks like what is this? MS Newcon. I mean, pretty big company. So you can literally use them right now. He works at MS Newcon. Who is this guy? Newcon LLC. I don't know, but like you can literally reach out to this guy right here. Pretty big company.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I love to reach out to him.
Yeah. So let's just tell you, buyers are not going to be your problem in Memphis, man. That's why I love Memphis. People buy like crazy.
Hey, I'm glad you said that because when I get everything, it ain't gonna take me a while. I was writing down everything that you and I have been discussing since we've been on this brief call right now. And what I'm gonna do is, I know you and your father, y'all do a lot of JVs also. So when I get a good deal going, I'll be glad to share them with you guys. I love to do that, and I stay communicating through the free wholesaler. My actual name is Marquette Pogue. That's my name, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So I actually like every time something pops up on my phone from school, I give someone a compliment. Do a lot of engaging through the process of school. So whenever you get a chance, you may want to see my name on there, and just let you know I'm just getting started, and I'm eager, taking everything you have presented to us, the wholesalers, and we appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Marquette, dude. I like that name, man. So
Yeah, originally from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, man. My mom's went to Marquette University. You ever heard of that before?
dude, my favorite basketball player, Dwayne Wade, went there.
Yeah, that's my uncles too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, man, thanks for your time, Zach, man.
I'll tell you this though, dude. Milwaukee it's a good market too. But
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay focused. But Milwaukee's a really good wholesale market, man. So let me ask you this, Marquette, man. What are you going to be doing in the next 7 days to try to get a wholesaling deal? That's the most important question I have for you.
Okay, well, your advice you just gave me was when I get off work at 2, maybe use about 4 of those hours to reaching out to buyers, to sellers. So you said, I think if I'm not mistaken, you said about 5 days a week, correct? That was your advice?
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go pull code violations number 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so just really quick for you, just so you can see this list, there's going to be the Shelby County code enforcement and the city of Memphis code enforcement. We're going to pull some code violations. We are going to pull some liens. We're going to try to pull the probates, and we're going to get as much government data as we can. We're going to skip trace them the next leads. We're going to call and text them and go out here and get a deal.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, man.
Thank
I appreciate it, Mark.
Thank you, man. You take care, okay? Hey, tell your dad I said thanks also, okay?
All right, will do, Marquette. Appreciate it, man.
Bye-bye.
We go. Dude, I love his attitude. Amazing attitude. Is this John?
Hello?
Yo, is this John? This is another guy.
Yeah, what's up?
This is John. I remember. What's
You
going
remember
on?
me? Dude, you really do have a photogenic memory. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course I do. Duh.
How you doing?
What's going on? We've had some talks, man.
We have? I'm just playing with you.
What's going on? What's going on?
Actually, quick question. Are you caught up on One Piece, or are you still on Egghead?
I'm caught up. I'm waiting for Sunday.
Yeah, for the new season. It's gonna be seasonal now. That's crazy, right?
I'm talking about the manga, bro.
Oh, okay. You don't watch the TV series?
I do. I'm already caught up on that.
Oh, well, I don't know if you know, but they're seasonal now. So
yeah, of
after
course.
so long,
You can't do any filler on Egghead. What are you gonna do? Ooh.
I mean, they done it before. Have you remember Alabasta? Well, not Alabasta. Dressrosa. Yeah. Dressrosa was, oh my god. Yeah, you see Luffy walking up for 3 episodes. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm yapping. So I'm curious. I actually wrote this down. Because we actually are setting up a new Go High level. And this time it's going to be fully AI. I don't want to get into the drama or whatever, but we separated from one team and now it's just 2 of us and we're just kind of full in on this AI stuff. I'm assuming when inbound calls are coming in, those are already consenting to the fact that they can get, receive the AI talking, the AI agent, I guess, whenever a lead comes in as an inbound call. Yes, would you say that, or it's very watery?
High level you made?
What was that?
Are you using your own custom Go High level?
Yeah, I'm using the one that you actually gave me during the Ginn games.
Oh yeah, that one's sick. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that one's updated or not. If you X Leads will do it for free for you because you want it, so it's fine. But if you really want to get in the AI crap, what's really cool is the AI outbound. So if the person's an actual lead, like they're like a lead, like opted in lead, right? You can have the AI just call them. It's actually kind of OP, dude. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, we're planning to do that too.
The AI for the inbound calls, I mean, to be fair, to be honest, there's not a lot of like inbound leads you're going to get. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting 30 an hour.
Of course.
Like,
yes,
so
of course.
I would probably say it's worth it for you to go call them, answer them yourself. I will tell you though, you should have it where basically if you don't answer, then it goes to them.
Right. That's what we have set up currently. Okay. So like if an acquisitions person isn't there, then obviously the AI agent will get it. And we have a pretty good voice. We tested one of them. We actually put one in, forgot where it's from, but like Indonesia. So we tried the American voice, but like the one from
brutal.
No, you don't like that?
I like the Spanish accent one.
Okay. No, not Indonesia. The Philippines. I'm sorry. It's from the Philippines. Okay. Yeah. The voice is pretty good, not gonna lie. We're not setting it up to do anything grandeur. It's just setting up. It's just qualifying, like a soft qualify, sends them over to the acquisition manager and stuff like that. But we were thinking like in the future, if we get good at it, stuff like that, and AI gets really good, we're gonna have like cold leads get like really shit offers and see how they respond on that. I don't know if you're in your business, you've kind of pivoted AI to do that, or you still get VAs who basically do everything.
So it's a little different. So when it comes to an inbound lead, I have an acquisitions manager answer them, especially if it's a hot inbound lead. For the follow-ups, I mean, we will use the AI for the outbound for the follow-ups, but like that's if like they're cold, like super cold. I still like having acquisitions.
Exactly. That's what we wanted to. Yeah. We thought because they're already in our pipeline, we haven't hit them up and they're cold leads. I mean, I figured like why not?
Sequence would be better, but that's just me. The
what
AI
what would be better?
Text for you would probably be the best one.
Okay. All right.
Real. Texting. Yeah. Oh gosh, man, dude, the AI texting's by far.
Oh, it's the bee's knees. Yeah. I'm setting up the unlimited follow up one too, where it follows up like. Well, it depends on how you set it up, but you can indefinitely have a follow up. I don't know if you messed up. It's a new feature that rolled out with Go High Level.
No, I know. I stop it at like 5 or 6.
Yeah, of course.
We're 7 or 8. It's just wasting money and time.
Yeah. We're only doing like 3 or 4 follow ups, but it's cool that it could do that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. High Level, man. It's whenever I try to make my own CRM, it's just like, dude, God, High Level's so good. I'm just gonna keep these for now.
And we're doing crazy stuff on ours. We have custom fields for every KPI tracking, like the acquisitions part, the AI part, the texting inbound. Like we do the Eric Klein approach where we're trying to take every KPI ever, and then we can actually see what it takes to actually get a lead.
I'm not allowed to talk about him. He told me I'm not allowed to talk about him. So
really?
I didn't give you an opinion about him. He texted me, "Don't talk about me ever." So I'm not even allowed to give you my opinion on it.
Oh wow, that's so weird because I saw your comment on one of them. Yeah, but sorry. Okay.
I'm not allowed to talk about him.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So I can't.
Hey, I'll talk to you. It's okay.
Yeah, I can't talk. He's banned me from talking about him.
Yeah, well, if anything, I mean,
I'm not joking. I wish I could joke.
No, I believe you. No, I believe you.
For a grown man to tell me that, but whatever.
No, I mean these gurus tell you not to talk about them, but you know, you still gotta say your piece. You gotta have your opinion.
I have no opinion about him.
Okay.
He told me not to talk about him.
Okay. Well, I definitely sent some legal things that he might do if you did talk about him.
No, he just texted me, "Don't talk about me."
What the hell? All right. Well, Zach, how do I move on from this awkward feeling?
I don't know. Dude, how many texts are you sending out?
All right, we haven't set it up yet. We're actually doing what do you call it? We're pulling government lists right now.
How kind of lists?
From I have it. We actually import them into our Discord through KPIs or through webhooks. Let's see.
This is why you're not doing any texts. Just sitting around not doing any action, man.
I mean, we're setting it up. We got tax delinquents, we got code violations, and we got water shut off. Water shut off was crazy. 800 people last month.
What's stopping you from importing into X leads, getting the phone numbers, and then just blasting them out right now?
Nothing. Just the AI stuff. I was just setting it up. Zach,
dude, you just got to do it. You got to market.
No,
man.
wait. I'm not worried about not taking action. I'm going to take action. It's just we got a new goal level. We're going to do AI. We're going to do it right. You know what I mean? We've already done the business. We're
you don't
okay
need
with
AI. Just do it now and then set up the AI on the back end.
Yeah, but then we lose the
Market
KPI
by
tracking.
day, AI by night.
I gotcha. Well, I just want to KPI track everything. Sorry.
Okay, but if you're not doing any marketing right now, then you are making me mad because the only way you make money is by making offers, and you are not making offers right now.
Yeah.
I would spend all day doing your marketing, and then at night, then you can go do your AI stuff.
Yeah, but we're almost done. This was only a 2-week sequence. Like it took us 2 weeks to get here.
Fine. But you've been marketing for 2 weeks, or have you?
No, we have not been marketing. We've been marketing on our old goal high level. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so you're still marketing right now.
Breathe. Yeah. We're still marketing.
Okay,
it's just we're transitioning out. Yeah. My only question was about AI. That's it. Like I didn't care about all the extra stuff.
AI voice is pretty good. I like the texting's my favorite part about it. The cold outbound's really sick. But to be honest with you, inbound, I mean, I would rather do a voicemail than have the AI answer the inbound on a hot lead. Texting, I could have the AI do the texting. You're gonna get a million calls for texting.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, dude. Let's chat another time. Maybe after LDAF. We'll see. All right, dude. I appreciate the phone call or the call.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
There we go. I like John. He's a good guy. Hello. I've talked to him for a while in the Discord for a lot, but guys, if you have no money at all, inbound leads are absolutely amazing. And if you want to do them, go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course and community, and learn exactly how to go do it completely for free. Go to freewholesaling.com, go there, learn exactly how to wholesale real estate. Join our new Reddit, Flip with Rick on Reddit. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be hanging out in there. There's not a lot of people on there, so better access to me. And like always, guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing.